Chapter 7. The Crossroads. Theme. The Gospel is not just an answer, it's an invitation to relationship. Setting. A small community hall near Riverwalk Park, where all the previous characters unexpectedly reunite. It was a cool evening at the edge of summer, the sky a canvas of lavender and soft gold. Inside a modest community center near Riverwalk Park, folding chairs were being arranged in circles. A sign on the door read, "Questions and coffee. Open faith discussion. All welcome." Daniel stood at the back of the room, helping set out cups and napkins. It had been months since his first conversation with Alex at the riverside bench, and he had no idea how many seeds had taken root, but tonight felt different. One by one, they arrived. Alex, with a skeptical frown and a worn leather notebook. He'd said he was just observing, but brought a pen anyway. Maya, no longer defensive, but curious, her paper list tucked into her bag, though she hadn't needed it as much lately. Jamal, quieter than before, grief still present in his eyes, but softened by something deeper. He carried a photograph of his daughter in his wallet. And for the first time, a Bible in his hand. Lynn, wearing headphones around her neck, looked around the room like she was mapping connections. Truth doesn't come in a vacuum, she'd once said. I want to hear what others have found. Chris, smiling easily, still wearing beads and quotes from everywhere, but now quoting Jesus just as often. Elena, businesslike as ever, yet different, less armored. Her eyes scanned the room, not with judgment, but longing. Daniel welcomed each of them with a warm smile and a seat. After coffee was poured and the last chair pulled into the circle, Daniel spoke. I don't know why each of you came tonight, he began. Some of you probably wonder if I invited you on purpose. Alex raised a hand dryly. You did. The room chuckled. But I'm glad you came, Daniel continued. Because you each asked honest, important questions. About suffering. About justice. About truth. About strength. And I believe God has been answering. Not always the way we expect, but always with love. He paused, then looked at each of them. I wanted to read something tonight. Not a debate, not an argument. Just an invitation. He opened Revelation chapter 3 verse 20 and read slowly. Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me. Silence followed. You don't need to have it all figured out to open the door, Daniel said. You just need to hear his voice, and be willing to let him in. Jamal looked down. But what if I still have doubts? You're not alone, Daniel said. Even Thomas doubted after seeing Jesus in the flesh. But Jesus didn't rebuke him. He showed him his scars. Our doubts don't scare God. He invites us anyway. Chris leaned forward. I used to think God was a concept. Now I'm starting to think he's a person. He is, Daniel said. And he came not just to inform us, but to redeem us. Not just to teach, but to die. And rise. To give us life. Elena finally spoke. What if we're afraid to open the door because we're afraid of what's inside? Daniel smiled. The good news is, what's inside isn't condemnation. It's forgiveness. John chapter 3 verse 17 says, God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. A stillness settled in the room, not empty, but sacred. Each person sat quietly, absorbing more than just words. Something deeper was happening. Daniel closed his Bible. I won't push anyone. I won't ask for decisions tonight. But I will say this. Jesus is still standing at the door. He's not knocking once. He's knocking still. All you have to do is open it. They sat there a while longer. Talking. Asking. Listening. And slowly, like light dawning over the river, some hearts began to open.